Hey, you see my sign behind me?
Yeah, I see it.
They classify me as a terrorist.
Dude, I'm a food service, I'm a chef for the fucking
Yeah,
Department
but
of
they
Corrections.
classify me as a terrorist.
No, I gotta watch my shit if I step out of
Yeah,
line, and I
why?
did. Why do
Well,
you
my
think my.
thing is that I'm here to stand up for my people. Not I will stand against the government for my people.
It's just, it's a mess. And I'm probably gonna get fired tomorrow. I don't care.
Well, yeah, I mean, honestly, dude, because I'm sure there's a clause in your contract about social media.
That's the thing. I'm gonna say I'm smart about it, but guess what? I'm talking to you. I'm not being too
Yeah,
smart
but
right
you
now.
you don't speak who you work for. You do
No,
not speak their name. So
nope.
therefore, I don't care what you have on me, dude.
You
I didn't
can't.
speak your name. I didn't
I'm
speak your
smart about
name. You cannot violate me on that social media clause because I did not speak your name.
it.
That's
No,
like me and my job. My job has the same thing. Dude,
I can say I can
I
say
will
all the
not wear my shirt
anagrams. I can
logo.
say all the anagrams and initials I want to, but it is what it is. I didn't say
I
exactly what I
say
do
they and
or who
them.
I am.
When it comes to them, who you work for, they are them. I will not speak their name. And I won't call nobody out. Because the last time I called anybody out, dude, them motherfuckers are showing up at my door and saying, "What? What do you have to say? Who do you know?" Uh, well, then it's
You
like,
know,
hey,
let
let's
me
talk
ask you
about
something.
Project Jade Helm.
Let
Let's
me
talk
ask you
about some
something.
projects.
Let me ask you something. Do you know what an RTC is? If I say RTC,
Yeah,
and not an RTC, but an RTC involving Sentinels.
yeah, yes.
I'm
Go
waiting on
ahead,
an RTC.
continue.
I'm waiting on an RTC right now.
Dude, you
And
might be far enough.
they're trying to scrape together. You need to do an RTC. Do you know who you're getting ready to talk to?
Oh, so that means you have to vent and basically you have to discuss.
No, I'm waiting on an RTC, and they're scraping together. This is a real deal. You're getting ready to talk to this guy, and they're trying to scrape together COs and ATCs for an RTC, and they don't have them here. Yeah.
But you now wait a minute. Now, are you dealing with Americans or do you deal with natives
Do
of
you
Canada
remember?
mostly?
Do
Wait a
you
minute,
remember what we talked
because
about
I
last
don't know
night?
your DOC code, and I don't know any of your DOC numbers there. My thing then, I would
Do you
ask,
remember the
are
story
you
how I
dealing
got
with?
these black eyes? Do you remember the story
Yeah,
how I got these black eyes?
yes. Now go ahead.
I got too close. I took my beating. It's called a violation.
Well, that's why, in a way, I was asking you who
And
the
guess
fuck are
what?
you feeding? You know
Guess
who you're feeding, and you know who runs that house.
and guess who's sitting in the clink rearrested 3 times, and guess who has a DNC on an RTC, and I'm sitting here and I'm not shutting the fuck up.
You took your ass beating, and you got to go to
I
work
took my
the
beating.
next day. But
I
then
sat on my
again, you're not
hands.
going to shut up. Because
I
honestly, dude, hey, I'm not going to
dude, I
do it, but
sat on my hands. I literally sat on my hands
and
on a
took
D.
an ass whooping.
Oh,
Did you
dude,
take an ass whooping as you sat on your
she
hands?
invented new ways to kick my ass. I literally stood up and sat on my hands and sat back down on my hands. I said, "Here we go."
And you still took an ass whooping, didn't you?
Look at my eyes, bro.
All right. So we don't talk about it. We
Look at
don't.
my eyes.
No, that's something you and I cannot talk about because I know what you're into and I know where you're at. All right. I'm
You
not
know
going to
how
call out
hard it
the.
was?
I'm not going to call out DOC numbers. I'm not
Do you
going to
know
do
how
that,
hard it
and
was
I'm
to
not going to
sit there?
speak names.
Do you know how hard it was to sit there and know what's getting ready to happen? You're gonna get your fucking ass beat. And I sat there on my hands, and I,
Yeah.
here it goes.
So you got to basically shut up, but because if you put up, dude, they're going to walk you out the door, or they're going to destroy you.
Like I said, where am I at?
Well, be the best chef you can be, and take care of the brothers that are there. You know that, and you know the true brothers that are there. You know the ones that don't deserve to be there, and you know the ones that need to be there. You know that.
I run the motherfucker.
All right. So then again, I tell you, you know who deserves to be there, and you know the ones that got fucked up. And
Like I said,
because
look at my
somebody
eyes.
want to put them in a fucking box and shut them up
Like I
is
said,
why
look at
they're
my
there.
eyes. Look at my eyes.
Ugh.
I took mine.
And
Straight
you
up
know
took
what?
it.
And I want to tell
Straight
you
up
right
took
here,
it. Straight up took it.
in this fucked up life, there's a reason I didn't end up in a correctional facility. Dude, no. My brothers, my uncles, my cousins, whatever, all got locked in a fucking box. Me in my life, at my point in time, then I beg them. I will come to them, dude, allow me to go to court and I'll beg them to send me to a federal penitentiary. I'll beg you.
They won't do
Take
it.
me.
They won't do
Take
it.
me. Why
They won't do
not?
it. Because you
Nope.
flew too close to the sun.
I am the sun. My
I know,
father
so am I.
created the sun.
But I bet you, like, people listening to this conversation are like, "What the fuck are they?" Exactly. You don't
I don't
need to
give
know.
a fuck. You think I
No,
care about anybody else beneath me? Like, really? If you can't stand before me, then what? You're a comment?
no. I'm saying that. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm
So,
agreeing with you, bro.
dude, and I'll be an ignorant asshole and I dummy myself. So that way, dude, I'm not crucified. I'm not, dude, only way they're going to fuck me up if they catch me on a DUI, but I'm smart enough, dude. I won't drive. If I know I got a fucking breathalyzer, if I'm over the fucking limit and they think they can get me, then fucking bring it on, motherfuckers.
that
All right.
that's funny you say that because I did a job on the side as a bartender, and this guy passed out in the booth, in the booth, and the officer came by after hours and saw me walking around through the glass door, and he knocked on the door, and he knew my name. He knew where I worked.
But you had a patriot passed out in your bar.
No, check this out. I was a security guard and a bartender there, but I was filling in for a girl that was sick after I got off work. And the
But
officer
here's how.
looked through the
Hold
window.
up. You
Check this
had a
out.
patriot passed out in your bar,
Yes, but I didn't even know he was there because I was filling
but
in.
he was fine.
He was fine. He was just sleeping. I
There you
didn't
go.
serve him, and the officer I let in. He goes, "Why is he? It's after 2 a.m. Why do you have?" I said, "I knew who he was." I was like, "Come on, man, you really
Yeah,
gonna do this?"
he's out.
We
He come
woke
in
him
here
up.
like that.
We woke him up together. We woke him up together, and the
And
officer
yeah,
said, "I need you to put him in your vehicle and drive him home.
and you,
I
yeah.
will follow you to make sure he gets home." I said, "Officer, you're here to protect and serve. You're the civil servant.
Yeah.
You're here. You're here to protect and serve. I need
But
you
then
to
again, if
serve."
you allowed him to pass out in your bar, you personally took responsibility of him
Yes.
at that moment.
And at the time, I did not know he was there. I was filling in for my friend. She left. She's the one that poured him so much alcohol, not
Oh,
me.
okay. So it wasn't like he was one of your personal dudes, like
Anyway,
one of
but
your
he's
guys.
anyway, the officer is like, "Well, just put him in your vehicle and I'll follow you home to make sure both of you are okay." I said, "You need to
Oh,
put him in your car. I'm going to walk home. I live right around the block. You already know who I
oh,
am."
so was you already drinking?
Well, yeah, of course I was.
Oh, yeah, then definitely. I'm walking home.
But not only that, I'm from a town of fucking 500 people.